Well, hello there, and let's dive right into this explainer. Have you ever wondered how ancient Egypt became one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever seen? It's a massive question, right? But we're going to explore it together today, starting with something truly awe-inspiring. We are talking about the incredible 70-day magic of mummification.
Okay, I want you to imagine this, a long metal hook being pushed right up the nose to pull out the brain. Now, I know, it sounds a little bit gross, right? But wait, hold on. The ancient Egyptians didn't do this to be scary or weird. They actually did it for a deeply profound religious reason. To them, preserving the physical body was absolutely crucial, because without it, they believed entering the afterlife was literally impossible. So this wasn't some spooky horror story at all. It was actually the ultimate act of love and care, to make sure the people they loved would live on forever.
So to really understand this, we have to look at where they actually wanted to go. They believed in an eternal, beautifully sun-filled paradise called the Field of Reeds. And they believed a person's spirit had different parts. Think of it kind of like a puzzle. You had the Ka, which was your life force, and the Ba, which was your personality and your soul. After death, that spirit needed to return to its physical body to rest. If the body was gone, well, the Ka and the Ba would have nowhere to live, and the afterlife was completely impossible. Mummification was literally how they built a permanent, forever home for the spirit.
So how exactly did they build that forever home? Well, they followed a super strict 70-day embalming process. Step 1, the brain comes out with that hook we talked about. And get this, they actually just threw the brain away. Yeah, they thought its only job was to cool the blood. But the heart? Oh, that was completely different. They carefully left the heart inside because they believed it was the true center of intelligence and absolutely essential for their afterlife judgment. Step 2, organs like the lungs and liver were taken out. Step 3, the body was packed in a natural salt called Natron for a whole 40 days to completely dry it out, like zero moisture left. And finally, step 4, it was wrapped up tight in hundreds of meters of linen bandages. Every single step was incredibly sacred to them.
Now those organs they removed earlier, they weren't just tossed aside like the brain, no way. They were washed, dried, and given this amazing magical protection inside 4 special canopic jars. Each jar had a different god guarding it. Imseti, the one with the human head, safely guarded the liver. Happy, the baboon, protected the lungs. Duamutef, the jackal, watched over the stomach, and Kebesenuef, the falcon, kept the intestines safe. Nothing was left to chance. Everything had a protector.
But, just having a protected body wasn't quite enough. The dead also needed a really good guide. So they were buried with something called the Book of the Dead. It's basically this magnificent collection written on papyrus, filled with essential spells, maps, and instructions. Why? To help them sneak past terrifying underworld monsters. It contained crucial magic, like Spell 125, which they needed to pass their final judgment. For the ancient Egyptians, death wasn't the end of the story at all. It was just the start of an epic, magical journey.
Section 1. Mind-blowing mummy facts. Let's get right into it. Just look at the sheer scale of this number, 300,000. You see, mummification wasn't just for human beings. Millions of sacred animals were mummified as offerings to the gods. We are talking about giant crocodiles, birds like ibises, and even tiny little scarab beetles. At one single archaeological site discovered back in 1888, they found approximately 300,000 mummified cats. 300,000. Can you imagine being the archaeologist digging that up? Incredible. And the coolest part is that thanks to modern science, we just keep finding brand new secrets hidden underneath all those bandages. Using modern CT scans, scientists actually discovered that the great pharaoh Ramesses II used hair dye. They also found a 14-year-old mummy with scoliosis, which is a condition that curves the spine. And my absolute favorite fact? They found one mummy who actually had a tiny peppercorn stuffed right up its nose during mummification just to keep the nostril from going flat. How funny is that?
Section 2, Knowledge Check. What did you learn? I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and you'll have exactly 4 seconds to shout out the answer in your classroom. So get ready.
Question 1. How long did the mummification process take from death to burial? Is it A, 7 days, B, 1 month, C, 70 days, or D, 1 year? 4, 3, 2, 1.
Correct. The answer is C. Mummification took approximately 70 days, and that included 40 whole days just drying the body in natron salt.
All right, question 2. Why was the brain removed but the heart left inside? Is it A, the brain was hard to preserve? B, the brain was thought unimportant but the heart was needed for judgment? C, the heart was connected to the lungs? Or D, it was just bad luck? 4,
3, 2, 1. You got it! The answer is B. The Egyptians believed the brain just cooled the blood and was pretty unimportant, but the heart was the actual seat of intelligence, making it absolutely essential for the afterlife ceremony.
Let's keep it going. Question 3. What were the 4 canopic jars used for? A. Food and drink. B. Holding the 4 removed organs. C. Holding Nile water. Or D. Personal possessions. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spot on. The answer is B. Those 4 canopic jars held the liver, lungs, stomach, and intestines, and they were all magically protected by the sons of Horus.
Question 4. What was natron and why was it used? Was it A. Linen for bandages? B. A natural salt to dry the body? C. Spices for smell? Or D. Resin for sealing? 4, 3, 2, 1.
The answer is B. Natron was a natural salt packed all around the body to completely dry out the tissues over 40 days, which prevented decay.
Last one, question 5. What was the Book of the Dead? A. A record of pharaohs. B. An Egyptian Bible. C. Spells to navigate the afterlife. Or D. A list of deaths. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Awesome job. The answer is C. It was a brilliant collection of spells and instructions to help them safely pass through the underworld and survive that massive heart-weighing ceremony.
Honestly, fantastic job, everyone. Now remember that heart-weighing ceremony we just mentioned? Well, next time in this Explainer series, we face the judgment of the dead. A heart on a scale, a feather, and a terrifying monster waiting in the shadows. See you then.